Welcome to a new video. Hi guys. Today we will see about the Constitution of India. So let us see the different silent features of the Constitution of India. So basically our Constitution of India is the lengthiest constitution in the world. It is also a written constitution. Our constitution is considered as the lengthiest written constitution in the world. Also, our constitution consists of the preamble, there are articles in our Constitution of India which number to 470 articles which are further divided into 25 parts. These 470 articles are further divided into 25 parts. Also, we have 12 schedules in the Constitution of India. Now, looking at how our constitution was formed, our constitution has been drawn from various sources. Whereas, when I remember a phrase from Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, he proudly said that the Constitution of India has been framed after ransacking all the known constitutions in the world. Our constitution has been drawn from various sources as well as the Government of India Act. So, our constitution is first of all drawn from various sources. So, our constitution is derived or drawn from various sources, also from the so our constitution is derived from various sources as well as the Government of India Act of 1935. So we have the Government of India Act. The year is 1935. So the first source goes to the Government of India Act of 1935 from the Government of India Act 1935. The structural part has been drawn. The structural part was taken from the Government of India Act of 1935. Means a large part of the structural part was from the Government of India Act of 1935. Now when we look at the philosophical part, the philosophical part of our constitution was derived from the American and the Irish constitution. Right, it is capital Irish constitutions. Now, coming to the philosophical part, what do you mean by the philosophical part? The philosophical part is that which includes the fundamental rights and the directive principles of state policies. So this are the form the constitutional part which has been taken from the American and the Irish constitutions. Now coming to the third part, that is the political part. The political part is largely drawn from the British Constitution. From the British Constitution. The other provisions which are there in the Constitution of India are from various various countries like Canada, Australia, Germany, USSR, which is USSR means presently it is first it was called as USSR, now it is the present Russia, France, South Africa, and Japan. So these are one of the features of like the Constitution of India. So to revise, the Indian Constitution is the lengtest written constitution. It has a preamble, 470 articles, which is further divided into 25 parts. 25 parts. There are 12 schedules, and it has been taken from various sources. So the Government of India Act 1935, from which the sacral part was taken, the philosophical part, that is the fundamental right and directive principles of state policies, were taken from the Irish and the American constitutions, whereas the political part was taken from the British Constitution and other countries as well. So now going to the next part. So I hope you got it. So now let me tell you some other features of the Constitution of India. Our Constitution of India is said to be a constitution which is neither rigid nor flexible. So first of all, what is meant by a rigid constitution? I am writing C for constitution. So, let's see what's a rigid constitution. A rigid constitution is a constitution which requires a special procedure for its amendment. I'm sorry. For its amendment, whereas a flexible constitution is that which can be amended, which does not require a special procedure or as such, but can be amended in the same manner as an ordinary law can be amended. So does not require a special procedure. So a flexible constitution is which can be amended in the same manner as ordinary laws. Now I already told you that the Constitution of India is neither rigid nor flexible. So how is our Constitution of India? So in our Constitution of India, there are various provisions. There are some provisions which can be amended by special majority. Whereas there are also some provisions that can be amended by simple majority. So this is what makes our constitution neither a rigid nor a flexible constitution. Also, going to the federal character of our constitution, our constitution is said to be a quasi-federal constitution. Federation, that is, our Indian constitution is a federation with a centralizing power. So you know that the National Emergency Act, the President's rule, this can be imposed and when the state is not performing satisfactorily. The Indian constitution has the parliamentary feature. It has opted for the British parliamentary system of government and not the UN and not the presidential system which is there in the US. So our constitution goes with the British parliamentary system of government. Now, looking at the judicial review power of the Supreme Court. Supreme Court, as you all know, plays a very important role for protecting our fundamental rights, our directive principles of state policies. So, let's see how the judicial power of India is. So, when the judicial review, which is quite a lot of important, is considered, our Supreme Court, the Supreme Court of India, is narrower than that of the US. The judicial review power of the Supreme Court of India is narrower than that of the US. It's narrower than that of the US. The power. The judicial review power is narrower than US. Now, why is the judicial review power narrower than that of the US is because in US there is due process of law. Due process of law. Whereas in India we follow the procedure established by the law. By the law. Now, the judicial review power of India is not that good. So, let's see what the parliament can do. So, when we consider, on the other hand, the parliament can amend the major portion of the constitution to its constituent right. So, this parliament can amend the constitution, major part of the constitution, whereas the judicial review is not that possible in case of India. So thank you for watching. This was a brief introduction to the silent features of the constitution from M. Lakshmikant, which I integrated to you in a simple manner. I hope it was helpful.